Hello everyone, I am Ishwari Chirkuri. So I have started the series of first PUC physics, all the chapters and all the concepts. Let's start with the chapter 1. And the chapter 1 that we have is units and measurements. Okay. So what is this about? Is in general what is happening in our day to day life that you can convert in the form of a loss. Just for example, the very famous laws which we know in physics, generally laws means who will come into your mind? Newton. In that he have many laws, but which we will consider the first one always, like everyone will use the frequent law. What is that? Newton's third law. So how we got that? But it's not like new concept something have given for us. General thing which is happen in our day to day life, even though in everyone's life. Like when you take a rubber ball, when it hit on the wall, of course it will come back. So you are hitting is an action, and that is coming back is a reaction. So and that information only he given in the form of a law that is happening in our physical world. Okay, so laws are not like something difficult or something unusual. So laws are nothing but the general things, the general reactions, those are happening in our day to day life, but somehow we are not able to recognize them. And some great people usually they recognized and they're given in the form of a statement which we are calling as a loss in our physical world. And coming to here, the first concept that we have to study is what is a physical quantity. So the concept one is physical quantity. So how to define this is any quantity that can be measured with a device, any quantity that can be measured using any device and which describes or which explains, describes or explains the laws in physical world. So such kind of quantities are called physical quantity. So of course whatever is happening in our day to day life, so in that we have to measure many of the quantities. So the distance from our house to the college or school, weight of our body, what is the time when you are running, what is the speed when you are driving, what is the speed of the vehicle when you are cycling, what is the speed at what rate you are riding the cycle. So this and all have to be measured. And to measure, we need some quantities. So what are that quantities, how we can measure that and all we are going to study in this chapter. So the first thing is physical quantity. So what is physical quantity? So the definition is any quantity that can be measured. For example, mass of a body 40 kg, measurable. The distance from school to house some 5 kilometers, measurable. But if I ask how much do you love your parents, we can't tell it is 10 tons, 100 tons, 1000 tons, or 100 kg, 500 kg. No. Like if you are feeling hungry, how much hungry you are. You cannot tell I'm hungry 5 kilometers, I'm hungry 10 kilometers. That's it possible. So the quantities basically which we are able to measure them, such quantities are called physical quantities. And what that quantities describe means what is happening in our physical world. I already told you. So what is happening in our physical world is nothing but confined in the form of a loss. So these physical quantities which can be measured, they explain about the laws that are happening in the physical world. So how can we represent that? So physical quantity can be represented with like n into u. So what is n here? N means numerical value. U means unit. So numerical value tells us how many times the particular quantity is greater than unit. It will tells us how many number of times greater, and unit used for comparison. Like for example, consider any two animals like elephant and small. Take ant. So weight of elephant. Of course, when you compare weight of elephant with weight of ant, they both are large difference. So I am writing it as weight of elephant is 1 lakh times greater than weight of any ant. So here weight of elephant is our physical quantity, and 10,000, the number that we are representing, is n, numerical value. Weight of ant is for unit. See, weight of elephant is 10,000 times. Compared to whom? Compared to weight of ant. So n I use it for what purpose? To tell this quantity, like this physical quantity, how many times greater than compared to this particular unit. So what I used here, weight of ant, I used in this example to compare weight of elephant. So weight of elephant is equal to 1 lakh times greater than the weight of ant. So this is physical quantity here. N is the numerical value which represents the particular quantity is how many times greater than when compared to this another quantity which we are taking. So this is how to represents the physical quantity. So any quantity that can be measured using any device and which describes the basic laws of the physical world, and 100% examples measurable. So you can take mass, time, distance, like anger, hungry. So when we talk about, these are not called physical quantities, and these are examples for physical quantities. So this is the first introduction. Next, physical quantities are divided into three types. So fundamental physical quantities, derived physical quantities, and supplementary physical quantities. Let us see what are they, what is difference between them. Okay, so now it is three divisions. First, fundamental physical quantity. Second, derived physical quantity. Third one, supplementary physical quantity. So let us see the first type, what is meant by fundamental physical quantity. The independent physical quantity which do not depends on any other. The independent physical quantities which do not depends on any other physical quantities. Such kind of quantities you can call them as fundamental physical quantity. So we have 7 fundamental physical quantities. So like whatever quantities we are going to see now, they are the very basic physical quantities that we will use, and these 7 quantities do not depend on anyone. They're like very independent. Even other quantities will depend on them. So fundamental means the basic quantities which do not depend on anyone. So 7, right? I'll write here. First, fundamental physical quantity and what is their unit and its symbol. So first quantity length, second mass, third time, fourth temperature, fifth electric current, sixth luminous intensity, seventh amount of substance. So these are the very basic 7 physical quantities that we have. First, length. So when we are talking about length, of course, you need a unit to measure it. So the unit for length is meter. For mass is kilogram. And unit for time is second. And temperature is Kelvin. And electric current is ampere. Luminous intensity is candela. Amount of substance is mole. And the symbols, for meter it is M, for kilogram it is kg, for second S, Kelvin, K or sometimes theta also. Both are be in usage. Ampere, capital A, candela, C, D, mole, M, O, L. So these are the very basic 7 fundamental physical quantities that we have, which do not depend on any others. So length, unit is meter, symbol is M. Mass, unit is kilogram, symbol is kg. Time, unit is second, symbol is S. Temperature, unit is Kelvin. You have 2 symbols, capital K we will use and sometimes theta also in usage. Electric current, unit is ampere, symbol is capital A. Luminous intensity, unit is candela, symbol is CD. Amount of substance, unit is mole, symbol is MOL. That's it about fundamental physical quantities.